in today's tutorial, we'll be looking at the second section of this lecture. And in this we're looking at electronic measurement and testing. That is the course we are considering this morning. And in this electronics measurement and testing, we have a couple of area to cover, which will help us as a testing engineer, electrical and electronics engineer, and other field of engineering, because it will help us to get our desired results. So this morning we are looking at electronics measurement and testing 2. The topic we are considering this morning is calibration, test specification, and visual instrument. So we'll be looking at calibration, test specification, and visual instrument. At the end of this lesson, learners should be able to understand the function, the features, and the characteristics of electronic measurement and test equipment. And also, learners should be able to select and use electronic measurement and test equipment to make a meaningful measurement on an electronic circuit, and also to know the principles of calibrations and configuration of electronic test equipment, and also to select and use virtual test instruments and software to make measurements and analyze measurement data. Before we go into the lecture proper, there is a need for us to do a kind of recap of what we have learned in the first section of this tutorial. In the first section, we have learned what is meant by the multimeter. In the first section also, we have been able to expose ourselves to different types of multimeter that we have, and that is where we are going to start today as well. Now, let's take a look at what we have here now, multimeter. In our last lecture, I told us that multimeter is a typical example of measuring equipment that we have in electrical and electronics engineering. Other types of measuring equipment are the oscilloscopes, the ammeter, as well as the voltmeter. So that is multimeter. So if you look at this multimeter now, we have two versions of it. We have the analog type. This one is called the analog, while this one is called the digital. This one is analog because it has a pointer that deflects, and it is where it is deflected to that shows the value of the measurement of what is being measured. So that is that as far as this one is concerned.